Yellow. Now you're probably thinking, is the patch here? Is the wipe here? Well, not quite yet. I mean, it's ready, but it's not quite ready to be released yet. It's probably going to take an extra couple of days, and then it will be ready. Now, we do get some footage to see, and some of the new stuff that are coming into the game, and also we have some preliminary patch notes, which I'll go through just the new stuff, what's coming into the game. So first things first is new skills for mag drills. We knew that this was coming. They talked about it at length, that you no longer be able to just drop in 60 bullets into your mag, load up, and then just start blasting. Now it's all going to take time, and you'll see a little bit of footage of that later on. And you're also going to have new skills, which is going to be mag drills. Speeds up ammo loading, speeds up unloading, speeds up magazine checks and inventory, and the elite levels allow you to automatically check the mag when you move it into your inventory and make the loading even faster. Now, you won't be able to tell how many bullets you have in your mag unless you manually check it. And then you can start unloading and loading, it's up to you. Black version of Ops Core Fast Helmet, visor toggle mechanics with all audio and visual effects and protection, a new type of reward for quest completion, unlocking items for purchase, a new type of trade barter for dog tags, so we're gonna we'll do dog tag trading. Maybe you'll be able to get exclusive USEC only clothing, maybe bear only clothing, that sort of stuff. I think that'd be kind of cool, so you can start distinguish yourself from other players. You know, one of the biggest problems in Tarkov now is that you can't really tell who's friend and who's foe. I mean, I've had it a couple of times where I've just literally rolled up onto a team of dudes and they just thought it was me, and it sort of went on for about 30-40 seconds to a minute. That's not what that's just blasting, boys. So it definitely needs to be something. You know, I was sort of talking on Discord with somebody the other day, and I said, well, remember in DayZ it was easy enough to spot a bandit because he had a towel on his face? Well, kind of like that. I mean, maybe USEC only clothing, USEC only sort of face mask or something like that, bear only face mask, something that's not really has any value, but you'll be able to tell, okay, that's my friend because he has a certain thing on his face, and it gives me a bit more of an idea. He might just be there. Maybe armbands, maybe, you know, something like that, and I think that'd be kind of cool. A new type of tactical vest with armor plates, anti-aliasing options 2x, 4x, and graphic settings. Obviously, a new location that's coming is interchange, new equipment, a wide range of mods, gear and armor, AI improvements, fixed bugs when bots were trying to attack the player who exited location, optimization. Now this is a big one, optimization of shoreline location. Long story short, what they're trying to do with this patch, and that's why it's delayed a little bit, is because they want to get shoreline on the same level as interchange. So the same stuff that's gone into the interchange, the netcode, all that sort of stuff, and optimization, they want shoreline to work at the same time. They actually wanted to leave shoreline for later, but they wanted to do it right now so people can actually play it. Client and server optimizations for handling physics and reduced network latency. Now basically that means reduced lag. So the less lag you're going to have in the game, obviously the better things are going to be. I don't see anything about netcode just yet, but latency does help quite a lot with that. Now, there's another couple of things right at the bottom, which is the changes, and some of the things are really interesting down here. And some of the things that I really like to touch on is the bottom bit here, is right at the bottom. And you got to remember that this is just a partially released patch notes, more to come yet and more things to go, but aim punch, it's strongly reduced. That's another thing that we wanted. Every time somebody starts shooting at you, unless you sort of have the jump on him, your gun starts shooting up into the sky and you basically can't do really anything about it because it's just that bad. So that's been strongly reduced. Chance to get a fracture after a fall, it's been increased by 20%, so that's a good thing because you'll see a lot of people jumping from factory sort of top of the rafters and just jumping down and trying to sort of get behind you, and then chances are that he's going to get a fracture now, 20% increase. That's a good thing. Chance to get a fracture when hit increased by 10%. Basic recoil has been increased by 20%, so most of the weapons that you have now, a lot of them kind of have no recoil that much. I mean, most of the weapons that I use, the AKs and the sort of M4s and the AS Vals, I mean, they have virtually no recoil. They're like laser weapons. They're just easy enough to sort of deal with the recoil. The most recoil that you have is obviously the little AK, the AKMs, that sort of stuff. They have a lot of recoil, but most of them should have a bit more recoil to deal with. And another thing is they removed the skill rollback, which is another thing that I know a lot of people didn't enjoy that, because if you didn't play Tarkov for a week or something, whenever you got back into it, you just found out you've lost a bunch of skills, and that wasn't really that cool. So a couple other quick little changes that they made, and I think they're going to make a huge difference, is having a 10-rounder for your Saiga, having a 30-rounder for the AS-Val. Obviously, this fully automatic pistol, the Sketchkin is going to be really nice. The M1A is going to be really nice. A couple of other shotguns that you've seen, the Remingtons. Plus, we get to get a quick look of Idea. It's basically a copy of IKEA, but this is what Interchange looks like, and this is what we're going to be playing in the next couple of days, hopefully, when the patch gets released. Obviously, we see a new UN helmet, and we see a couple other things that they're going to be putting in. I do think I saw somebody wearing a cowboy hat in there. We're just going to have to wait and see. So that's pretty much for now. This is only partial, but it gives us enough time to look into a couple of things, talk about them, and then obviously we'll get to more stuff as they get released and more patch notes gets released, and we can talk about those. But for now, this is what's coming. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up, post a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one.